Hey everyone, Dan here. I'm going to be doing an impromptu FM8 trance lead tutorial. It's just going to be an arpeggiated chord progression, fairly simple. I'll give you an idea of what that sounds like to start with here. What we're going to be using are all the operators here, A through F, including Z. We're not going to use the noise operator here. We're just going to use the cutoff filter. And I'm going to shape that right now, actually. I'm going to make sure it's tempo synced, and I'm going to have all my envelopes tempo synced, actually. C, D, E, and F, these are all going to be routed into Z, and then I'm going to use A and B just for frequency modulation on these here, and then C through F as well. So we're going to want kind of a plucky sound. I'm going to increase the envelope amount a little bit here to actually apply the filter. And then ease the resonance back off a little bit, increase the spread, decrease the resonance here, and then we'll just give this a quick sound. All right, so what I'm going to do here is quickly shape, let's see here, these four main operators, and we're going to create just a basic kind of a plucky sound. That's too much release. All right, not too bad. Now we're going to start actually getting a little bit of routing going in here. So first of all, these are all going to be going into Z. Not really much of an effect yet. So I think I want to change the waveform that we're going to be using. So on F, let's go ahead and use a saw wave here, get some rich harmonics. And maybe we'll use a square on E. And then I'll use sines, I think, on the rest of these. Maybe on C we'll try something like one of the TX waves, but we'll pass on that for now and just kind of get a feel for how this is going to sound. Okay, so we're getting a little bit more harmonics in there. And I think we want to play with the ratio a little bit too. Let's see if we can get this down to an octave lower. And then maybe we'll increase these as well to get some of those higher frequencies. Oh, whoops, I accidentally put that at the wrong setting there. 2, that's where we want it. All right, now let's start getting a little bit of additional routing going on here and make sure that the cutoff filter is opened up a bit more. All right, now let's see if we can get A and B in the mix here, get a little extra sound. Let's go back to the envelopes, and it looks like I forgot to link these, but I'll go ahead and set those on. And then let's do a little bit of feedback here. Push this in. Let's try this. There, we're getting a little bit of that digital sound. Let's see if we can bring A up a notch here, see what this does. Let's try it down an octave, see what the effect is here. Gives us a little bit more low range. All right, so it sounds pretty basic so far, but this is where we start getting the other effects in. So let's head over to the master page, and I'm going to increase the polyphony to max here. I could screw around with this and try to get it at a decent setting, but for this, we're just going to put it all the way at max and make it simple for ourselves. I'm going to create maybe like 8 voices here, detune them a healthy bit, turn the analog up, which gives it some warmth. Digital will give us some top end. And a little bit of bite. We'll play with that in a second. Let's see what it sounds like just with this. All right, let's get the pan up too and lower this a bit. All right, it's sounding a little bit better. Let's get some basic effects going on here, like the chorus, and we'll keep it pretty quick. A little bit of diffusion, a little bit of low cut, little high cut. Give it a feedback, decrease the modulation rate, and not too wet here. All right, not too bad. Let's give it a little EQ, I think, in the top end. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. I think what I'll do is head over into Ableton here real quick, and I'll just throw on like a 3/5 simple delay. Nothing special. We'll just see what it sounds like with a little bit more affecting, and let's see what this does here. Little too wet, I think. So I'll decrease the feedback and the wetness a touch and try it again. All right, it's a little Formant-ish for me, I think. Why don't we see if we can change some of these waveforms here. And there we go, creating a basic trance lead in FM8. Just a little bit of playing around. Use a simple modulation system like this. Try using C, D, E, and F all piped into the envelope. And then just use A and B for frequency modulation, both using feedback and routed into a few of the other operators here, and do a little bit of feedback within the actual operators that you're piping into the filter as well. You can add noise, but I feel like can make it a little bit too digital, a little bit bitey in the top end. But if you want that really epic sound where you get a really delicious filter as well, like a just really tasty filter when it cuts out that high end, then you can use a little bit of the noise filter as well, or a noise envelope. So I hope you found this, well, enjoyable or useful or something. Talk to you later. Bye.